Time for our best bets for March 8th. Kramer, what do you got?
Friday. All right. So it's going to be a happy Friday. And what is the way we've celebrated every Friday, Sean? As we traveled out to beautiful Las Vegas,
Little Mountain West action.
Couple opportunities, but why not just play our gals? Close out. We love this Boise State team's been solid at home, but on the road we like to fade them. San Diego State too much here. Lay the points. Second lock. I've been doing so much better when I stay away from these conference tournaments, so I think I'm going to do that again. I certainly I'm going to be riding this Indiana State team early and often. I have to look in the mirror and say, you tell everyone to bet favorites early in these crappy conferences. And I know Colby's sitting on my left shoulder, the bad shoulder, telling me, but Missouri State's going to be Indiana State -9.5. I think I'm settling in on my favorite nickname is Steph Blurry.
Okay. I like it.
It's also kind of mean because you're calling them four eyes or something like that. I want this Indiana State team to make it.
See, I took it as you were looking at a photo of Steph Curry, but you made it blurry like that meme.
Oh.
Hey, Sean.
Yes.
Hey, Sean. 3 out of the 4 Missouri Valley Dogs hit today.
Sean would tell you that means the favorites are due.
Well, you look at it historically, and I think Chad G sent us that trend. Missouri Valley tournament, it had been super chalky, so this is actually the beginning of the regression.
Or we call
dogs.
Well, or the regression is coming back towards the favorites. So Indiana State minus the 9.5 for the dog. You know, this High Point team slept in their own beds last night. And they weren't alone because the horrors of Radford had already been there for 2 years. Radford, much like Cleveland State, should be somewhere in the 4-1 realm on the money line. Reminder: I did parlay a +420 with a +250 earlier. I think that paid out somewhere in the 17-1 range. You're welcome, Radford money line. Let's go. See you later, High Point.
For me, lock it up, Belmont +1.5. I just liked what I've seen out of that Belmont team in the tourney so far. Why would I fade them moving forward? I think this is a good spot against you and I catching 1.5. I think their heater continues. So yeah, give me Belmont.
You and I just sounds like some sort of disease you wouldn't talk about publicly, you know?
Next team. This is interesting. I do like San Diego State. Feels like a fun one there. VCU +9, but slightly worried about motivation there. Toledo feels like a decent play as well. You know, I'm going to go Akron -8.5. I think this is a massive bounce back spot against Western Michigan. And for my dog, give me North Carolina A&T on the money line. Feels like a nice spot for them, and it's just more a fade of William and Mary, who I don't think should be favored. And you're probably getting a decent money line price there when that posts. Colby,
teams are so bad.
I mean, you just said half my card right there.
Oh boy,
that's smart guy.
Akron's going to get it done against Waldo's liquor pitchers. They get it done, and Radford's going to cover as the other lock. They're going to cover that 10.5. And the dog is A&T. A&T's going to win this game.
Let's go.
Well, he just copied.
Let's go.
You.
No, he has Radford as his lock. Not Belmont.
Basically the same.
It's the highest form of flattery. Well, after Colby yelled at me, he probably felt like he had to flatter me by copying my card.